Hi everyone, today I will be watching The Hunt for Red October, which I didn't know anything about, except for that I told my coworkers that I was gonna watch this one, and one is a huge movie buff and was like, oh, I think it's a submarine movie. So here we are. I know it's about a submarine, which always scares me a little bit because, yeah, I'm not too fan of closed spaces underwater, and especially this year has been so weird with what happened to the Titan submarine thing. So yeah, but other than that, I have to say that the movie does both. I loved so much, so I do feel like having that closed space in a movie can actually make for a great movie, makes for a great storyline, because yeah, you immediately have a type of tension that you kind of don't have when you're above water. So that I find very interesting. The only thing that I did see is that it has Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin, which is interesting because it's two names that I know very well and that I recognize their faces. But if I look at the movies they played in, it seems like I haven't seen that much actually. So from Sean Connery, I have seen The Rock, but that was for a request, I would say like almost a year or two ago. And then Alec Baldwin played in Departed, and he has like a long list of other movies as well, but I don't seem to recognize one quickly that I've seen too. So let me know where I might know them from. Was he in a show or something as well? I don't know. I feel like my mind is just blank, but yeah, so far I do know these actors, and I think what I like about this channel more and more is seeing actors repeatedly come back. So I do feel like the first time, for example, that I saw my god, and now I forgot his name. What the hell, Mary? Matt Damon, damn. So the first time I saw a movie with Matt Damon, I had no clue how big of a range he had, how good of an actor he was. But by seeing more and more movies where he's starring in, same with Tom Hanks, for example, like you really grow to love their performances. And in that sense, I'm excited to see Alec and Sean today as well. So let's get into this movie. I hope you like it. If you do, make sure to like, subscribe. Full reactions, as always, you can find over on Patreon. There I post the full watch long style reactions. I also upload Better Call Saul episodes on there and some exclusive movies. Maybe if I haven't put The Rock on there, I should do that in light of this movie. Let me know if you want to see that one on Patreon, because it was requested for a Patreon thing, so I cannot edit it anymore for YouTube. But let me know if you would want to see that on Patreon. Let's get into this one. I can only imagine. He went to Norway on a boat in March or April? No, beginning May, and it was already cold. Ooh. Imagine even standing on there would scare me.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, he's young.
Boy, are you getting heavy?
Sometimes I don't realize if a movie came out a little bit ago, it's actually like decades ago, before I was born. Ah, based on a novel. And the novel is probably based on something that remotely happened.
Jesus, you look like hell.
What's important enough to get you on a plane in the middle of the night?
British intelligence obtained these pictures 2 days ago. She's the Red October.
There we go.
Captain's name is Ramius.
One of yours?
Yeah, I did the bio on him last year. He's taken out the lead boat in each new subclass for the last 10 years. The Russians call him Vilnius Nastavnik, the Vilnius schoolmaster.
Ooh.
With your permission, I'd like to show these photographs to someone. Do you know Skip Tyler?
Sub-driver.
He was. Got clipped by a drunk driver and lost his leg.
Ooh.
Satellite caught Red October in Polyani Inlet this morning.
Damn, trouble. So I feel like we're gonna see both sides of this movie. The side of the Red October versus people wondering about it. What I find so crazy is with the whole Titan story that a lot of scientists were saying that we actually know a lot more about traveling to space and the moon, or the moon surface, than actually about the surface of our own ocean.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 097. Designate contact number Sierra 35.
the progression already made to boats compared to what we've seen in Das Boot compared to this. Damn, he has the best captain look, hasn't he?
Parad great prikaz Tashkent. Zampalet Putin в Койоте.
Союзу Советский Социалистический Республик товарищ личник делбит не может.
Yeah, we've heard stories about that.
How many agents did the KGB put aboard my boat?
Your boat, Captain.
Yes.
This vessel belongs to the people of the Soviet Union.
Oh my god, this guy is unbelievable.
We're to proceed north to grid square reference 5490 and rendezvous with Alpha submarine Konovalov. Captain Tupolev's boat.
Wait, isn't the boat from the people of the Soviet Union?
Before you proceed,
I know it is
comrade.
not protocol, Captain, but would you permit me to post our orders and inform the crew of our mission?
I feel like he has not really a say in this. Like, actually. What? Have we thought this through?
Where I am going. You cannot follow.
Okay, he has other plans. Oh, wait. Wow. Whoa, this is super planned out.
Report to my cabin immediately. There's been a dreadful accident.
What is scary about this whole Soviet Union situation is that you cannot trust anybody.
A Caterpillar drive. Magneto-hydrodynamic propulsion.
Exactly what I was thinking, you know.
It's doubtful our sonar'd even pick it up. And if
Ooh.
it did, it'd sound like whales humping or some kind of seismic anomaly. Anything but a submarine.
Which is dangerous if you can't pick it up.
Could park a couple of hundred warheads off Washington and New York, and no one would know anything about it until it was all over.
Hi, Georgie.
Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, I fell in love with him with the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I think we should report this to Red Fleet Command.
I'm afraid that's impossible, Doctor. Our orders are for strict radio silence.
Oh, orders?
The reason for having 2 missile keys is so that no one man...
May what?
Dangerous insinuations.
Perhaps I should keep the key.
Thank you, that'll be all, Doctor.
He's freaking out. So he's gonna go on his own and he can decide on the weapons on his own. Great.
It is an honor to speak to you today.
Once more, we play our dangerous game against our old adversary, the American Navy. The order is engage the silent drive.
Damn.
They will do everything possible to test us, but they will only test their own embarrassment.
Oh. Big words.
We sail into history.
Союзный Руси, мир республик. Caterpillar engaging, Captain.
Oh, he's loving that. I can imagine if you're super into engineering and building these things that when you can try something out like that, you're so like, yes.
The American is continuing in his original course. He's continuing northwest.
You can't hear us.
Oh, God.
Sonar is working, Captain. The Russian disappeared.
Oh my God, they lost it.
I thought I heard singing, sir.
Singing.
Is that crazy that you can pick that up? What?
What the hell happened?
Come on, this is no longer a research project.
A nearly silent propulsion system.
There we go.
How did you know that? Thing up and disappeared right in front of them.
I know him as well, right? Where from?
Who's giving the briefing?
You are. Tell them what you think. Come on.
That might be rough, right? Do you need to be scared? Yeah.
It is possible that this new drive system allowed the captain, a man named Ramius, to elude one of our attack boats, the Dallas, which trailed Red October from harbor this morning. It is also possible that this drive system, if operable, could render the Red October undetectable to our SOSUS warning nets in the Atlantic.
Translate. This is really bad for us.
It is designed to approach by stealth and to shower its target with multiple independent warheads with little or no warning before impact. There are now some 58 nuclear submarines headed at high speed into the Atlantic.
What?
This could be just an exercise. It may have
Suppose
nothing
it's
to
not
do
an
with...
exercise.
Wouldn't they let you know? Like, hey guys, we're sending everything into the ocean, no worries. Yes, let's all just start rambling. Excuse me?
Well, sir, I was just thinking that perhaps there's another possibility we might consider. Ramius might be trying to defect.
Do you mean to suggest that this man has
Proceed, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, let him explain, please.
He's not Russian. He's Lithuanian by birth, raised by his paternal grandfather, a fisherman.
Oh, he knows a lot about him.
And he has no children, no ties to leave behind. And today is the first anniversary of his wife's death.
You're just an analyst. What can you possibly know what goes on in this mine?
I know Ramius.
It's no coincidence.
Have you ever met Captain Ramius, General?
Well, I wouldn't say that's the greatest argument, but the fact that there's this thing with his wife and all of that, you know.
How long before Ramius could be in a position to fire his missiles at us?
4 days.
All right. I'll brief the president. That'll be
I said, speak your mind, Jack, but Jesus.
You took it quite far.
You slammed the door on the general pretty hard, Jack.
That was not my intention, sir.
Oh, yes, it was. What do you suggest we do about it?
We definitely grabbed the boat, sir.
We're talking about several $1 billion worth of Soviet state property.
Call it whatever you want to. A Coast Guard safety inspection.
You'll first need to get it, though. If you can't get enough of the YouTube content, there's some amazing exclusives on Patreon you can find today. If you can't get enough of Halloween, I will be uploading some scary stuff during November on there, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and I will also upload the full show of Midnight Mass. Other things that you can find over on Patreon are some shows like Better Call Saul, The Last of Us, Miss Marvel, Book of Boba Fett. I'll be doing Mandalorian soon as well. And you can find some movies that sometimes cannot make it to YouTube because of copyright claims, but also some exclusives. For example, Zodiac, Top Gun Maverick, Three Kings, Spirited Away, Speed, School of Rock, Police Academy, Looper, LA Confidential, Fiddler on the Roof, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't have breath for this. Cloud Atlas, The Big Short, Argo, and so forth. So if you want to check out more content, go over to Patreon. It supports me a lot, it supports my family a lot, and it helps me able to work with editors to keep this channel going. So thank you for considering joining over there, and let's go back to the movie.
Somebody's got to go out there and make contact with Ramius and find out what his intentions really are.
Okay. When do you leave?
Oh! Wow! No pressure. I love your idea. You're gonna execute it.
I'll give you 3 days to prove your theory correct. After that, we'll have to hunt down Ramius and destroy him.
They're fairly confident that if they want to get rid of him, they just can. Let's throw stuff. We have this super small space for so many people and we're just gonna throw around things. Wait!
Where are we going?
We're going to kill a friend, Yevgeny.
We're going to kill Ramius.
Damn, that must be so confronting. But also, like, what can you do, right? If you know that he went crazy and has this machinery and weapons to his disposal.
I'd like to know exactly what happened to Putin.
Huh, yeah. Wouldn't we want to know as well?
We're risking our lives here.
Look, Putin could have caused complications.
Are you saying he was murdered?
It's crazy that he found this many people to be in his plan. In on it.
Yeah.
If the crew finds out, we could have a mutiny.
What you helped to organize?
Nonsense.
They could kill us all.
Before we sailed, I dispatched a letter to Admiral Bedorin, in which I announced our intention to defect.
In the name of God, why?
I feel like this guy makes a lot of decisions just on his own.
You have signed our death warrants.
Bedorin will send the entire fleet.
Ah, so on the American side, they think, oh, they're all gonna attack us. But basically what's happening is one ship went rogue and they're trying to get it back and kill it. Okay.
Personally, I give us 1 chance in 3.
I'd be mad. I feel like they're all like mad and quiet, but and scared.
It would have been better if you had not informed Moscow.
Moscow is not to worry. nor the whole Soviet Navy. The worry is the Americans. We meet the right sort. This will work to get some buckaroo.
What does buckaroo imply or mean?
The moment that sub went silent and I thought I heard some singing, I heard something in the background, real faint. I washed it through the computer a few times and I was able to isolate this sound. Remember the dispatch we got about Russian sub-skippers running the Canis Ridge at high speeds because they had hyper-accurate surveys of the underwater canyon?
Well, I have no clue what that sentence was.
Bottom end of Red Route 1 will never find him in those canyons. First take us to Periscope, Dad. Hang on, Jonesy.
He just was gonna walk away. Okay, goodbye.
If I can get you close enough, can you track this sucker?
Yes, sir. Now that I know what to listen for, I'm bagging.
This is crazy. So not only did they have a new system, but he immediately found a way to circumvent it or something. What's it called?
We're in the lane and approaching first turn.
Course increase speed to 26 knots and recompute.
Oh, God. Well, he's the boss. Maybe it's good they can't look outside. You have to, like, feel it moving, right? Be like, whoa.
Too fast. Those charts are laid down precisely. So many knots on such and such a course for so many seconds. And this thing handles like a pig.
What's your bearing, Mr. Stone?
This sucks, right? Where you're like, I want to help, I want to listen, I want to do well, but you're just pushing the limits here of like what's possible to do. Not that you don't want to do it, it's just not possible in his eyes. But I guess this is why he's one of the best. Oh, God.
The magnets are being cooled and the temperature in the canopy is 50 degrees above red line and rising. Carrot, shut it down!
Does that mean that they're gonna notice where they are?
Captain, we will have to stop until we can make repairs to the Caterpillar unit.
Negative. We'll run on normal propulsion.
Oh, God, like...
Captain, we will not be silent.
Make revolutions for 20 knots and engage the propellers.
Aye, Captain.
The man will get us all killed.
Oh, it's like you can think that, but don't say that out loud. Although they're all thinking this.
Prudence demands that we deploy our ships to observe yours. Wars have begun that way, Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah, by that would be insane if you think about it. That a war would be started because of this one guy with a few other guys who have this plan, and everyone is like confused about it.
Lost it.
There, thank God he's telling him.
Several of the crew of the officers are sons of high party officials.
Oh, ooh.
You're telling me that this is a massive rescue operation?
That is correct.
Is he gonna believe him?
I'm terribly sorry. How can we help?
That is very gracious of you, sir. I will pass your offer on. But at this time, I think we're doing everything that can be done.
It's also even more embarrassing, probably, if they need the Americans to help.
The entire fleet will know where we are.
Captain, sonar. We've just been overflown by a low-altitude multi-engine turboprop. Water entry of small objects.
Sonar boys. Battle stations!
Battle stations!
Shall we bottom the boat, Captain?
No, too late for that now. Countermeasures. Prepare to launch a full spread.
Oh, God, here we go. It's time.
We're in the lane. We have no room to maneuver in these canyons, Captain. If the countermeasure doesn't work...
Shut up!
So it's going right at them.
Give me the count.
Turn at massive 40 degrees starboard in 30 seconds.
Oh, God, is he gonna like... Oh, no, they're just gonna turn right before.
The turn, Captain.
Not yet.
Oh my God, it's so frustrating to watch him.
Right full rudder. Reverse starboard engine. Right full rudder. Hold bearing.
Borodin is gonna follow him till the end. Bomb. Yeah, I was thinking, even I thought it would go past them first, but then you notice it's gonna collision into something else. But then it's like, isn't it super dangerous for them as well?
Why?
Easy boy.
Oh yeah, they don't even know why.
Whoever did this knew how to cripple a caterpillar in a way not easy to find.
Captain, we have a saboteur on board.
Is it Tim Curry? I mean, Doctor.
Go below, Putin's cabin. Check his files for information on the crew.
Why haven't they done that before?
How do you get a crew to want to get off a submarine?
Well, exactly what he's doing now.
I know how he's gonna get the crew off the sub, Admiral.
Not now, Jack.
Yankee 1 starbase, Yankee 1 star.
Okay.
They're not trying to find Ramius, they're trying to drive him. Hounds to the hunters.
Your sub-captain's gonna make it to America, all right, Mr. Ryan. He's gonna die within sight of it.
Somebody messes up in a situation like this, we're gonna be in the biggest naval battle since Jutland.
Oh man, just that making a mistake or understanding something wrong could actually have such high consequences.
Admiral, is there a way you could get me on board the Dallas? I think that Captain Mancuso has found the Red October.
The only way to get you on the Dallas is to fly you out there. Chopper.
Oh, and he knows that he doesn't want to do that. What just happened? I'm going anyway.
Don't think about anything but the survival gear. At this water's temperature, you'll have about 4 minutes.
Oh my god. Whew.
We're emerging from the route, Captain. Caterpillar is operational and appears to be running normally. Crew know about the saboteur. They are afraid. That could be useful when the time comes.
All stop, quick, quiet.
All stop by. Answers all stop.
Oh my god.
Russian captains sometimes turn suddenly to see if anyone's behind them. We call it crazy Ivan.
So what's a catch?
Catch is a boat this big doesn't exactly stop on a dime.
Oh god, so they're just slowly moving forward. Bump.
I widowed her the day I married her.
Yikes.
My wife died while I was at sea, you know. Post gods in the engineering spaces.
Damn, that was... It's crazy. Not many words. Very silent, but still like...
Somebody must really have a fur up his ass to go for stuff like this.
Yeah, he doesn't like memos, it seems. Damn, and like... They could have had more luck with the weather, right? This is... not great. Oh man. What the f? Oh, I thought it would be harder to get him in.
Apparently he has suffered a kind of mental or nervous breakdown.
You don't see.
Just before he sailed, he posted a letter to Admiral Yuri Padorin in which he announced his intention to fire his missiles on the United States.
Yeah, oops.
In my position, I am sometimes compromised by the fact that Moscow does not always tell me everything.
Or want you to tell everything.
What do you want from us?
You offered your assistance.
It's time to all work together.
Now you want us to help you hunt him down, kill him.
Mm.
And we already found him. We had to break off to come pick you up.
Coffee.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's... Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. I was like, whew, it was a situation there. But yeah, they actually had him.
The sub we're after is called the Red October. She's under the command of a man named Ramius. Now there's the possibility that he and a good portion of his crew are attempting to defect.
You say the boat's called the Red October. It seems the circumstances have changed somewhat, Mr. Ryan.
Huh?
Get this man some dry clothes. I'll be in the car.
All right.
Oh man, always that 30 seconds of us not knowing.
This is potential renegade and threatens independent missile launch. You are authorized to use any necessary force to prevent said submarine from approaching the coast of the United States.
Is he surprised by this? Probably because he was thinking like, how do we get everybody out? And now it's like, they're down. They need to go down.
Battle stations are manned and ready, Captain. Very well.
Captain, I have to talk to you.
Ooh. See, I wasn't the Titan, like, had to go like 4 1,000 under. I'm sorry if I say something really stupid, but... Ah, but that was also meters, probably, and not feet.
Any signs alerted to our presence?
No, sir. Operating as before.
Damn. Nice.
Ramius intends to defect. The Russians know this, which is why they've been trying to sink him for the past 2 days, but they haven't been able to. So they're...
Captain, I have a firing solution.
Very well.
Captain, you have to listen to me.
Then speak! Oh my god!
Because they need our help to sink him before he can safely contact us.
Weapons control. I want full safeties. We're so close. I don't want those fish coming back at us.
He thinks it's a trap. Like, he set this up himself, right? Because Ramius sent the letter himself.
Because the next one will be to starboard.
Why, because his last was to port?
No, because he always goes to starboard in the bottom half of the hour.
What? He's showing that he knows him so well.
Captain, he's turning.
Which way is he turning, Jonesy?
To the starboard, sir.
He's like, oh, damn.
All back full.
I don't know if I was in his position, if I would give him the chance.
American Los Angeles class attack submarine. Captain, he has opened his outer doors and is preparing to fire.
Flood tubes 3 and 4 and plot a solution. So I open the torpedo tube doors, sir.
No.
Lock the firing solution into the computer. Do not open the doors.
He wants to show that he's not gonna attack and hopes they won't either.
He knows we're here, we're ready to shoot. He's not going to provoke us. He's heading to periscope depth to see what's on the surface. What's his course now?
Course is 270, Captain. Due west.
But it's nice because of the light thing with the blue and the red. It's always clear where you are. In which boat.
He wants to go up and take a peek. We'll play along.
Oh! This movie is nerve-wracking. It's so good. Look at this. Isn't that epic? It's basically just a game of chess.
U.S. told you intend a missile launch. Break. Do not approach U.S. coast or you will be attacked. Break.
Send him this.
You out of your mind?
Just send it.
You know he was going to go to starboard.
I didn't.
He had 1 chance out of 2. I was thinking that earlier. I was like, it's so crazy that you use this as like proof because it's 1 out of 2. This is your chance. This is good, right? This is what he wants.
Re-verify our range to target. Give me a ping, Vasily. 1 ping only, please. Aye, Captain.
It'd be interesting if he's a saboteur. At this point, though, it's really good because only the captain knows what's going on.
The Russians want us to sink her. We might have to do that.
Must give this American a wide berth.
He's gonna be pissed off if he doesn't know what's going on. Or is this what he means with, and that way they will want to get out?
Shut it down now. They don't respond. The controls don't respond. Then bypass it.
Oh, it's already sabotaged.
Engineering is heavily contaminated and radiation is moving forward.
Get us to periscope depth. We'll ventilate with the outside air.
Aye, Captain.
We've got a level 1 radiation leak. Every surface of the ship is contaminated. Simply changing the air won't do. We've got to get the men off. We have been sabotaged.
I'm afraid the doctor is right.
We'll evacuate the men to the deck.
Aye, Captain.
Like being in a little rescue boat like that, that's open with waves like that. Like, will this save your life? I don't know.
Surface contact. 270. 6 miles and closing fast.
I didn't know that radiation was such a danger in this situation.
Do not attempt to submerge or you will be fired upon.
You will go with the crew. The officers and I will submerge beneath you.
You'll receive the order of Lenin for this, Captain.
What is that? The Order of Lenin. Highest order of the Soviet Union. Oh man.
300 yards.
That torpedo did not self-destruct. You heard it hit the hull, and I was never here.
Naval chess. It's like a little guppy fish.
He's defecting.
And he can't change his mind.
He's not going to change his mind.
You're willing to bet your life on that?
Yeah, I was like, even if you believe it, you can still take the gun. Although the question is, would you use it for others or for yourself at that point, you know? So now what?
What gives you the right to fire on my ship? Your signal said nothing of a torpedo.
Ryan? It was necessary to maintain the illusion for your crew.
My crew are being rescued, yes?
As we speak.
You sent the signal.
That's correct, sir.
Then how did you know our reactor accident was false?
Well, that was a guess, but it seemed logical.
It was all set up.
My officers and I request asylum in the United States of America.
It's crazy to think that this was necessary to get out.
Torpedo! The Americans are shooting at us again.
Pitch is too high. The torpedo's rushing.
Oh my god, we forgot the lost chess player. Of course! Of course, they're still trying to take them down. Damn it, I forgot too. How did they forget? They're super smart.
Hey, I think somebody just shot a torpedo at us.
The way he said that.
I just write books for the CIA.
Oh, whatever. Sit down and do exactly what I tell you.
You drive this thing, okay.
You're right. So let's reach 315. No, that's wrong. Brian, don't turn that goddamn wheel.
What is he supposed to? He's gonna listen to him. He's such a fanboy.
You're heading straight into that torpedo.
Yes.
Yes.
3,000 yards, closing awfully fast.
Torpedo impact. 20
Is he gonna do this trick again of like, whoop?
What books?
Dude!
What books did you write?
I wrote a biography of Admiral Halsey called The Fighting Sailor.
I know this book.
Torpedo impact.
Your conclusions were all wrong, Ryan.
10 seconds.
Halsey acted stupidly.
Hello? What?
What happened?
Combat tactics, Mr. Ryan.
He outplayed them.
By turning into this torpedo, the captain closed the distance before it could arm itself.
So that's it?
Not quite.
You gonna send another one?
What is solution yet?
Little rough, but it.
What? It's that guy, right? Of course. In our sight the whole time.
I would like to have seen Montana.
Oh, oh my god.
You may need this, sir.
Oh man, and the bullets are like, yeah. We're borrowed in.
Be careful what you shoot at.
Yeah, this is not like an open hallway where you like.
Right full rudder. I'll take the man loose.
Is that like, I don't know if I'm confusing that guy with another actor, but he really reminds me of someone specific. Oh man, too many things to focus at the same time.
Way to go, Dallas!
You've done it, Mr. Thompson.
I hope to Christ this works.
Damn, these people are good.
Emergency blow. Full rise. Fair water.
Wow. Like a whale.
Goddamn cook.
Uh-oh. Why are we building up tension and not just shooting? Like, oh my god, I love these 5 dramatized seconds of like, no, just bang, 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 bang.
Torpedo, get ahead! You arrogant ass. You've killed us.
Oh, that's not funny though. Like, it's not like I wish ill on them. Whoa! That's so sad in a way, because like we're hoping for like our guys to not die, but like it's not like you want them to die either.
Perhaps in the future the technology will be available for a more thorough investigation of the wreckage.
Yeah.
One of our submarines, an Alpha, was last reported in the area of the Grand Banks. We've not heard from her for some time.
You've lost another submarine?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, not again.
Now, there are those who believe we should attack the United States first. Red October was built for that purpose. Maybe some good will come from it. A little revolution now and then.
Why is he see-through? You could actually see through his... Okay. He's gonna be asleep. Ha ha ha. Love that. Love that arc. I love this style of movie where constantly you're wondering what's going on, what's happening next. And I feel like it always took me a while to be like, okay, oh, this is planned. Oh, this is planned. And they're always a few steps ahead, which makes it interesting. And especially like at the ending, I was like, oh my God, they did it. You know, they worked together, they figured it out, which you would think was the hardest part. Then you forget this whole party, which is the Russians also trying to get them. And then the saboteur inside, I completely forgot about. So it's like, okay, whoa, right? And I love that that happened so many times. And if I look at the characters that I wrote down, so many of them did such incredible thinking and strategic wise to make this all happen. So many things had to go right for this to work out. And so many people were, one, so smart, but also so trusting in others' decisions. For example, if you, like the American captain, I was super impressed by the fact that he agreed upon testing out like if we should trust the Red October or not. And then when they actually are in the boat, that he gives Ramius the possibility to, you know, try on combat tactics. But then again, like when he takes over, he does amazing things as well. So you know that what I think is cool is that you have two captains who are just incredible. And then Ryan's character, of course, is super smart. Honestly, nice job. Good thinking. Who I loved as well is Jones, because I feel like maybe at the end he got less attention. But during the movie, I'm like, this dude figured out how to beat a new system. But you would think that if the Russians made this boat that you shouldn't find because it's like with noise and stuff, how did this guy figure out so quickly a way to actually find it again? That's crazy, because you know that the Russians have been testing out systems as well to try to find it before they actually made it. And then you have this guy who's like, you know what, it reminds me of this, I think it's this, let's go. And he finds it not just one time, he finds it multiple times and is super casual about it while people are criticizing him. So I love that. Just at the ending, like all the things working together of like them figuring out what the guy is trying to do, and at the same time seeing him do it with the whole setup of getting the crew freed. The crew, like in the end, it's so silly, right? That you see them being fooled and be so happy. But yeah, none of us would know. So in that sense, it's this perfect scheme, and I love that. And I love that they were able to do that in the context of submarines, which is, these things are so massive, so hard to maneuver, I guess. They also can't see, right? So it's all like with noises and measurements and yeah, knowing the systems, like how Ramius was like, we're gonna ride into the torpedo to make it go off before it goes off, you know, like before it's activated. Oh man, there's so many things. I feel like you almost need to watch this movie a second time with the knowledge that you have right now to see how many things had to go right and how many people had to make smart decisions or follow, like Borodin, for example. At one point I was like, maybe it's him. Like even at the end I was like, he's too good to be true. You know, he's so loyal to Ramius. Anyway, overall, great movie, and it kept you on your feet and you were like glued to the screen, and I love that. I love when it gets your brain going and still is too smart for the viewer, you know? And yeah, I had a really good time. This is exactly a movie that I would like. I did not expect it to be like this at all. Like, maybe it's just hard to predict what a submarine movie is gonna be about, but still, this level of tactics, did not expect that. Also, like from the American government, if you think about it, with at the end not telling them what happened, or with I'll write it down, Greek or Greer, pushing that button and like, I've never been here. Epic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know in the comments how you liked it, and if there's other movies with these actors that you want me to react to, or other submarine movies, let me know. I've been enjoying them a lot. And if you want to see the full reaction, you can find that over on Patreon. There I post exclusive movies, exclusive Better Call Saul uploads, and yeah, sometimes a poll here and there. So let me know if you have topics where you want to see a movie about, then I can implement a poll. I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye.